Happy hump day, everybody. My name is CJ Curry, and in today's video, I've got 6 plus EV plays that are projecting favorably for you across 3 different trusted NBA projection models. But before we get into that, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button now. Ring that bell so that you're alerted anytime I post a new piece of content, and also drop a like for me. We're going to go for over 100 likes today. I can't do it without your help, and I appreciate you in advance for getting me over 100 likes. Guys, we're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, only less than 150 to go. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this for the very first time, get subscribed. Join me along this journey on our path to 10K. I appreciate you. All right, guys, we had ourselves a pretty good day on yesterday's video. We ended up hitting on some picks. Jamal Murray pulled in his 5th rebound at the last second, ended up going over his 4.5 rebound line. What else did we have? Kentavious Caldwell-Pope smashed 9.5 points. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy for KCP. He got it done. Another one of the picks that we were on was LeBron James rebounds and assists line. He went well over the 14.5, just like I kind of thought maybe he would. And then we had a close call, a nail biter with Aaron Gordon, who kept missing free throws. He would have went over his 15.5 points and assists, but my guy could not knock down a free throw. He shot 4 for 8 from the free throw line and ended up coming up 1 free throw short. Ouch. But nonetheless, pretty good day yesterday, and pretty good day if you're one of our PrizePicks, one of our Patreon members. Patreon members ended up doing pretty well as well. We had Nikola Jokic going over rebounds. He cashed that. We had Lance Lynn over hits allowed. He ended up going that over that line. That's an MLB play, by the way. We also had Anthony Davis going over 2.5 assists. That one worked out for us. Zach Wheeler for more than 1.5 earned runs allowed. Again, another MLB play. I'm starting to dabble more and more into MLB as NBA starts to wind down. And then last but not least, we had LeBron James going over 9 rebounds. So guys, if you want more picks than what I cover in today's video, consider joining the Patreon for just 66 cents per day. Not only do you get to support the channel, support the content that I put out here for free daily on YouTube, but you get access to more picks, daily cheat sheets, private Discord, and more. So definitely consider joining the Patreon if you're not a member yet. Now, let's get into today's picks. We've got obviously game 1 between the Miami Heat and Boston Celtics. This game's going to be in Boston. So let's take a look at 6 plus EV plays that are all projecting favorably. We're going to start with this one right here, which is Malcolm Brogdon at 3.5 boards at 3.5 rebounds, my friends. Let's go take a peek and see which way we should be going on Malcolm Brogdon's rebound line today. So it's real simple. We go to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. This tool right here, you've seen me talk about it in previous videos, or if you're catching me for the very first time and you've never heard of this tool before, this tool is great because it helps you find the plays with value on PrizePicks and some of these other sites. So if you're looking for those picks that end up getting bumped up, you know how it goes. Bumped down, you've seen it before, or completely removed off of the board. Yeah, that happens too on PrizePicks. If you want to get them before all that stuff happens, you got to get this tool right here. It's changing the way that I play on PrizePicks. I've been a much more profitable PrizePicks player since switching over to the Plus EV Life. So if you want to take this for a test spin, maybe you want to try it for a month, maybe you want to try it for a year, you could save $5. Go down to the description of today's video, use code Curry to get your hands on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. But you'll only get this deal if you use my special link down in the description. Okay, Malcolm Brogdon at 3.5 rebounds. Guys, we got a 53.1% chance that Brog pulls down 4 boards or more. So the over's looking like the way to go here with over a 53% chance that he comes through clutch for us. Let's go check some projections out now that we know that he is a plus EV play for the over. Obviously, we want these projections to be 4 or higher. So the first projection we see here, which is Action Labs, part of the Fantasy Labs premium projection site. Yeah, you got to pay for it, but because you and I are friends, I'm pulling back the curtain, let you get a sneak peek before you go shelling out your hard-earned cash. 4 rebounds on Malcolm Brogdon's projection over here, though, so that's more than 3.5. Let's check a second projection. This one is over on RotoWire. Again, you got to pay for these, but because you and I are friends, guys, I got the hookup. 4.5 rebounds on a line of 3.5. That is more than 3.5, obviously. And then NumberFire is a completely free site for you to go check out if you're looking for fantasy projections, single stat player prop projections. They got a little bit of everything here for you on NumberFire. They've got Malcolm Brogdon projected for 4.4 boards. Again, the line's 3.5. So we've got 3 different projection models. All think that Malcolm Brogdon is going to collect 4 or more rebounds tonight. So why would we go against the odds? Why would we go against the projections? We wouldn't. We shouldn't. I'm going to take the over on Malcolm Brogdon at 3.5 boards. Moving on to this guy, Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. Listen, there was a lot to choose from that looked good for Bam Adebayo tonight. I ended up settling for his points, rebounds, and assists, but there was multiple categories, and I'll probably end up posting more of those Bam Adebayo plays to Patreon later, but there was multiple Bam Adebayo categories today that looked good. All right, in this case, we're going to look at the PRA. Let's go take a look at Bam Adebayo here and see why things are looking so good for Bam Bam. His points, rebounds, and assists at 29.5 gives us about a 52.5% chance of him going over. So we should be thinking about Bam going for 30 or more points, rebounds, and assists tonight, taking on the Boston Celtics. So let's head over to Fantasy Labs and take a look at a projection here for Adebayo. You just punch his name in here and you see that he's projected for 33.2 on a line of just 29.5. Obviously, that's quite a bit higher than what his line is. So we're looking good so far with that first projection on Bam Adebayo. Let's take it to a second projection. 35.6, let's call it. 35.6 on a line of 29.5. I would say that's a whole heck of a lot higher than his line today at 29.5. We need 30. The guy's projected for over 35. So I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far. Let's take it to a third and final projection for Bam Adebayo. For this one, I'm busting out the calculator. Your teachers always said, hey, in the real world, you won't be able to use a calculator. That's why you need to know how to work this out with pencil and paper. Hey, teacher, I'm in the real world, and I'm looking at Bam Adebayo here for 31.6 points, rebounds, and assists with a line of just 29.5. I think 3 out of 3 projection sites would agree that taking the over here looks like the plus EV move. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways to play Bam, but that one really stood out to me. Moving on to another PRA play. This time we're going back to the green, talking about Jalen Brown at 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We need 34 or more if we're thinking about the over, or 33 or less if we're thinking about the under. To decide which way we should be going here, I want to go check the odds once again on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. So the top play for Jalen Brown in any statistical category today for his props is the PRA. And it looks like we should be thinking about going over here at 33.5. We've got about a 52% chance that JB collects 34 or more points, rebounds, and assists. Okay, so now that we know that the odds are in our favor, the wind is blowing against our back, pushing us forward here, right? We're not moving against the current. Let's go check out some projections for Jalen Brown. The first one, pretty nice, 34.7. Again, the line's 33.5, so that would be an over, obviously. Second projection for Brown, 33.5 again is the line, 36.66 over here on RotoWire. So that's a pretty healthy projection for the over. Looking very nice thus far for Jalen Brown. And again, I'm going to thumb my nose at all the teachers that I ever had for math class, and I'm going to use my calculator. 23.8 points plus 7 boards plus another 3.4 assists brings us to a grand total for Jalen Brown, 34.2 PRA. So why, again, would we go against the projections? Why would we go against the odds? We wouldn't. We would take the over if we had any common sense. So far, we got 3 picks in the bank. We got 3 more to come. Before I get to them, I just want to remind you that you should subscribe to the channel. I do this on the daily. I do this on the regular. And once NBA goes away, you'll be seeing a lot more MLB content from me. I'm going to give you guys some free picks each and every day. So if that's something that you're into, definitely think about supporting the channel by subscribing and liking. And if you want to take your subscription a step further, you can go down to the link in the description below and join Patreon. We've got a kick butt community that we're growing each and every day. All right, moving on to the next one. Derek White. We're staying in the PRA category. Derek White, Boston Celtics point guard / shooting guard, right? He's had some ups and some downs throughout the playoffs, but today looks like might be one of those days where it's more of a white night than a fright night for Derek White. So let's go back to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We're punching Derek White's name in. We're heading to the PRA for him. 12.5 is the line, pretty low and pretty reasonable. 52.3% chance that he goes over this number. So now that we know that the plus EV move is to take the over, let's see if we've got some healthy projections for my guy Derek White. The first one is pretty healthy, 14.8. Again, the line is 12.5. So this is over 2 PRA higher on the first projection. Loving what I'm seeing there. Second projection, 17.1, my friends. Again, we need 13 or more to get paid. If we're thinking about taking the over here, he's projected for 17 or more. All right, so far 2 out of 2. Let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3. Back to number fire we go. And anytime I'm on number fire, I'm busting out the calculator. 10.9 points plus 3.6 boards plus 4.1 dimes brings us to 18.6 points, rebounds, and assists. Let me remind you, his line is 12.5 here on PrizePicks. So make sure if you're not playing on PrizePicks yet that you go sign up, use code Curry, make your first deposit. 100% instant deposit match is waiting for you, making your first entry on PrizePicks completely risk-free. You got to use code Curry. You got to use my special link down in the description to secure this value. Derek White over 12.5 PRA. Moving on to our final 2 plays. They both come from Miami. Both Haitians in this case. And we're looking at Gabe Vincent, our thumbnail player of the day. Gabe Vincent sitting at 11.5 points and rebounds. He's another guy who's seen some of his outputs fluctuate up and down from game to game. It's a new series, so maybe we go back to Gabe Vincent tonight at 11.5 points and rebounds. Now, if we go back, are we going over or are we going under? Well, that's where we go check the odds on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer to help us with that decision making. 11.5 is the line, points and rebounds, 51.7% chance, almost 52% chance that he goes over 11.5 points and rebounds. So the over is the way we should be thinking about going here. Let's go and take a look at some Gabe Vincent projections. This first one's pretty sweet. We have him at 12.7 on a line of 11.5, so not mad at that at all. That's more than 1 higher than his line today. Second projection, points and rebounds, 11.5 is the line, 12.4 is the projection. That's 2 for 2 on 2 different projection models thus far on Gabe Vincent. And then finally, we'll take it to a third and final projection. They got him for 9.4 points plus another 2.4 boards, puts him just barely over the 11.5 hump, closer to 12 than 11, which is what we're looking for. 12 or better from Gabe Vincent tonight. So Gabe Vincent will be a more for me at 11.5 points and rebounds. Now, I struggled to find a 6th pick, okay? So Kevin Love is going to be more of an honorable mention play, but he is checking out pretty well on a lot of these projection models. He's at 5 rebounds today. Let's go back to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and check out K-Love and see if he's good for 5 or more boards to help get us paid today. At 5 rebounds, the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer once again says you should be thinking about taking the over here. 51.7% chance that Love grabs 5 or more boards. So now that we know that, we could go check some projections out, make ourselves feel a little bit more confident, more comfortable taking Kevin Love over 5 rebounds. The first one here, projected for exactly 5 boards. That really doesn't help us out a whole lot or tell us much, right? That's not swaying us for the over or the under. But this projection here is a little higher than 5, 5.41. So 5 or better looks pretty good for Kevin Love today. And then we'll wrap this up going back to number fire where they've got him at 6.6 boards on a line of just 5. Again, I call this one more of an honorable mention play. I do think Love, based on the projections that we're seeing, based on the way that the juice is flowing here, that Love is probably good for at least 5 boards. I'm going to throw him in to make this a true 6-pick flex play to go for 25 times our money. I've got 1,072.25 in my account. Let's be somewhat conservative here. We'll go 12.25 here. If we get that right, it'll be over $300 back in our pockets if we go 6 for 6. If you don't want to take all 6, that's fine. Take the ones that you like, leave the rest for me. Maybe you want to make a 2-pick power play. Maybe you want to make a 5-pick flex and leave Kevin Love off and take the other 5. Get creative, mix it up, tie in some baseball, tie in some hockey, tie in some esports, whatever it is you're into. I'm just glad that you joined me for today's video. Again, my name's CJ. Appreciate you watching. Hit the like button on your way out. Make sure that you're subscribed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Good luck on all your entries tonight. Peace.